Karl Marx, a German revolutionary philosopher who wanted to see the world change. The same guy is worshipped in some places. A guy who gave his own ideology known as Marxism, and believe it or not, it's being practiced by some governing bodies and is used to run some countries like China, Cuba, and Vietnam. But the main question is, how successful is it? Let's find it out. To define Marxism in simple terms, it's a political and economic theory where a society has no classes. Every person in the society works for a common good, and class struggle is theoretically gone. For example, a company in normal capitalistic environment would be owned by a person or a group of persons. In Marxist environment, the company is owned by the people. There is no governing body. Every decision, small or big, is taken by the people who work there. There are no restrictions, no rules, no regulations, and all the people work for equal amount of time, for equal amount of salary as well. And also it involves putting high taxes on rich, so their money could be distributed amongst the poor to equalize the society. This is Marxist ideology. So you might be wondering why this isn't practiced everywhere, because this thing sounds good. Well, to answer your question, Marxism sounds very great on paper, but there are a number of flaws and number of reasons which determine the failure of Marxism. Let me tell you those reasons. Reason number 1. Marxist idea of abolition of property in Communist Manifest is just simple crazy. Tell me, do you want to give your house to a homeless drug addict or to a single mother? No, right? Marx never earned money and he never had property. He did not understand attachment of humans to property earned in sweat and blood. So obviously he did not get psychology clear whatsoever. Reason number 2, Marx, as majority of his followers, never conducted any business or any production. He even did not support his family, so he did not understand the human nature clearly. Marx kind of had the same delusion that people will work for other people's children the same as for their own. Reason number 3. His utopian system of common ownership of means of production is just total shit. Tell me, how can you commonly own a gigantic factory or a military plant or a pharmaceutical company? Just for a second, can you imagine a conveyor belt worker quitting his conveyor for a couple of hours and going to director's office to make some useless stupid decision about research and development or closing unprofitable branches of business? Can you make this decision? No. This is one of the important reasons which led to failure. There's no one to decide the roles of the people in the company, and potentially even the future of the company is undecided. So how can you lead the company? Reason number 4. In socialist societies, when means of production are confiscated or their owners are killed, functions of the ruling and deciding bodies are very fastly usurped by the government bureaucrats. So common ownership is just a propaganda or an illusion. Workers have no smallest say in anything. So in that case, they actually own nothing. It's just a trap and you seem to fall in. Reason number 5. The biggest one is that it can't create wealth for its people. It cannot stabilize the economy. So, one of the very pillars of Marxism, from each according to his skills, is one of the reasons why Marxism and the collectivist ideologies don't work anymore. Human nature has people wanting more, yet Marxism keeps that from happening. Tell me, if you work for 8 hours a day and your friend works for only an hour, but still you get the same amount of salary, how would you feel? You are working 7 hours more than your friend, but eventually at the end of the day, you both are getting the same amount of payment. How would you feel? This, I feel, brings inequality amongst the people. It kills your productivity and motivation to work. If you have a goal or a desire to achieve something, that becomes your motivation. It gives you more power to hustle. This thing doesn't happen in Marxism, and that's why I think it failed. See, when it comes to common ownership, only capitalism created common ownership. And in today's world, it's popularly known as stock market. Anyone can buy stocks or shares. Most people usually buy stocks of theirs and other companies just as an investment, but they're not participating in production decisions. And again, how can a guy who never owned a company or never had a job or even never held a political office can understand all of this? Some sources even say that he was financially supported throughout his life by his friend Frederick Engels, who again was a businessman and a son of a wealthy factory owner. Nonetheless, he was considered by many to be a greatest social, political, and economic philosopher of all time. And it is also true that all his applications of his theories have ended in failure. What do you guys think of him and his theories? Please do let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.